CBA hikes rates for the third time in 6 weeks. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein or cup of coffee or even a good Christmas mug of hot chocolate, as someone asked, and let's have a look at this article from Broker News. So, CBA hikes their fixed rates for a third time in 6 weeks. Another one of the big fours are lifting their interest rates, guys. They're all lifting them up. We're gonna tell our children, I had a period of time where my mortgage was under 2%, and they'll look at you shocked. You can also tell them that internet used to be hourly and you only have 20 hours a month. CBA has hiked all of its fixed rates, the third such rise in just 6 weeks. The cheapest prices the lender will now offer fixed rates is 2.49% for 1 year and 2.59% for 2 years, both rates that have previously been priced at 2.34. The biggest increase was in 3-year and 5-year fixed, with those rates going up 30 basis points to 2.99 and 3.39 respectively. The 4-year rate rose by 20 points to 3.09. It continues the trend of fixed rates rising that has been seen across the Big Four since it became clear that the Reserve Bank of Australia was abandoning its commitment to a cash rate rise in 2024. The CBA moved in advance of the cash rate on October 15th, moving their midterm fixed by 10 points, and then went again massively after the RBA call was made, adding a full 50 basis points to all their rates. Westpac has moved their rates 3 times, while NAB and NAZ have moved twice. Well, no, Westpac, after this article was written, moved again, and we looked at that earlier. NAB is still offering a 1.99 1-year fixed rate, the only Big Four bank that remains with a 1 in front of it. CBA now has the highest rate in every category of fixed and is equal with NAB and ANZ on variable. Today, we're announcing some changes to select fixed-rate home loans, said a CBA spokesperson. These changes reflect the continued increase in funding costs. To support customers during a rising rate environment, we encourage them to get ahead of their repayments. Okay, they're encouraging you to get ahead of your repayments. And, well, they have. We have been. People are prepaying on their mortgages, everyone. You've got liquidity buffers. People have money aside. And now, there's a fear that when rates come, it'll be the comeuppance for these people that have borrowed too much or have taken the loans from the government, the guarantees, or there'll be mortgage risk, housing risk. Now, we see that appearing again and again. And I don't know, guys. I think the idea of housing risk, and we'll bring up that definition in a moment, it's to do with regards to the, using 30% of your income. Let me just find it here. Here we go. Housing stress, similar to mortgage stress. Housing stress is typically described as lower income households that spend more than 30% of gross income on housing costs. So the lower income households, guys, not everyone. And, well, what's a low income household? That refers to the 18% of households in the lowest equivalized disposable household income quantile, adjusted to exclude the first and second percentiles. And if we have a look, I'm going to bring up this chart here just to show you what that actually is, what that means with regards to household income. And I'll turn off number 3 there. You can see, highest income, you're talking over $2,000. Middle, just under 1,000, about 900. Lowest is $430. So I find it hard to believe that many of these lower income people are going to be the ones getting these big mortgages and thrown into trouble, or that there'll be enough of them to significantly move the market. What I think will happen is these rate rises are going to start putting a dampening effect on just the insane growth that we've seen in property. It'll start to cool. And you're starting to see a flood or increase in supply as well, and that's people are trying to call the top. I think this is the chance to get out of that property, to take advantage of it. So, fixed rate customers can make additional repayments of up to $10,000 per year, which can save them significant interest over the life of their loan. Customers who are applying for a home loan are always encouraged to consider a rate lock. Rate lock may be suitable for customers who are considering a fixed rate and ensure that the interest rate is locked in at the time of application, so they are not impacted by rate increases. And you've got to pay for that, everyone. But if the rate goes up enough, it could be worth it. But here's the thing. You should be every quarter calling your bank saying, I want a discount on my interest, talking to brokers, shopping around. There was a story of one viewer got in touch with me. He was jumping from one bank to another. This other bank offered him some, cash and a better rate. So he went back to his old bank and they matched it, and said, here's your money. He went back to the new bank and they said, okay, take their offer, then wait a month when you can change again. Come to me, I'll give you a better offer and the money again. And he did. He took advantage of it. You need to play them off the other. So just think, even if you're stuck, you're locked in with a 30-year mortgage, find ways to get around it, pay extra. I like micropayments. That's what I was doing when, about a year or two ago, every time, $5 here, $10 here, $15 here. Oh, I earned $7 of cryptocurrency. Okay, boom, off the mortgage, everything off the mortgage. And then all of a sudden, you start to realize, okay, I'm a week ahead, I'm a month ahead, I'm 2 months ahead. There you go. Oh, look at that. There's, thousands of dollars extra sitting there on the mortgage that we've paid ahead. What I would do is I'd always reduce the minimum weekly payment right down to the most and just keep paying more and more. I turned it into a game. It was fun. Anyway, back to this. We've seen around a tenfold increase in customers taking out a rate lock since March 21. Yeah, because no one trusts the RBA to not raise rates. No one trusts the banks to not raise rates. It's happening. Because these rates are insane. Okay? These are insanely low rates. 3% used to be considered the emergency rate, guys. I remember reading things about housing affordability a couple of years ago, and it was a few years old, but there it was 3% was the emergency level because it gave them room to move. Now we're not going to head negative here, at least not while Philip Folland is our Reserve Bank governor. We're not going to see negative rates in Australia. They don't work. And they're just another hindrance on business because businesses, a lot of them will start having to pay this holding cost of negative interest because they need to keep afloat going. Anyway, our competitive home loan rates continue to provide value for customers who have access to industry-leading home loan features such as the home loan compassionate care and our 0.99% green loan and partnership with innovative companies including energy retailer Amber and property management company Different. Okay, cool. I don't care about any of that. I mean, CBA, good on them. They're being very smart with their marketing. They're getting around there and they're doing stuff. They're getting alliances with crypto businesses. I'm impressed with what they're doing. We encourage customers to speak with their CommBank lender or broker to see how we can get them into their home faster. These changes are effective the 26th of November. So let's look at what the actual cost implications of this is. If we have a look here, the 3-year mortgage rate went from 299 to 3.39 and 580,000. That's the average mortgage in Australia. So that's an increase of $126.80 a month. So $40 extra a week. We're starting to get into decent amounts. That's 40 coffees, half or a third a tank of petrol these days. So yeah, it's starting to have an impact. So this, you've got to think, this is going to be less money that'll be flowing through the economy than going towards, that will be going towards the mortgage. That's the impact it's going to have on retail, guys. Everyone. So let's have a bit of a talk about this one. So we have another one of the big four hiking rates. It's just going to keep happening, guys. How high will they go? What's going to happen when the RBA eventually raises rates? Will all the banks then take that as an opportunity to bump them up? What do you think? And a lot of the banks, they're taking a little bit of a shave in the stock market. Is now the time to buy? We'll have to see. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Check out this last video I did about rates rising. There we go. I can't believe anyone is surprised. Well, then we're not. We all locked in, didn't we? most people locked in to save money. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.